Okay, my dear students, good morning everybody.
Good morning, sir.
How do you do?
Fine, sir.
We are fine. Are you fine?
Yes, sir.
I am also fine. Had your breakfast?
Yes, sir.
Dear student, do you like games and sports?
Yes, sir.
So which sports do you like more? Badminton and then kabaddi, good. Then volleyball, cricket, football, chess. Yes, good. Yeah. See, as you like many sports and games. Good. So, dear student, as many philosophers say, education and sports should go simultaneously. Then only we will become a great and complete person in our futures. Got it now? So some philosophers say that physical activity as well as the educational activity will be the two faces of a same coin of the human being. If we want to achieve more in our life, we need to cultivate sports as well as the educational activity. Got it now? Okay, my dear student. Today we will start a new lesson which will be based on the sports activity. Before going to start the new lesson, one of our students, Bhuvan, is going to present a small and a brief introductory story of a great player of the world. See, welcome to Mr. Bhuvan to introduce a small story of a great player. Come on, Bhuvan, you can start with your story.
Good morning to all and all present here. Myself Bhuvan from class 9th standard. Today I am going to tell some 2 points about Virat Kohli. When he was playing to Team India, when the match was held at that day, his father was expired. At that time, he finished his father's important activities of his expiry, and then he came to play on the match, where it was a losing match. He played and made it to win. At that day, India was won the match. And main thing is, in IPL Federation, Mumbai team offered him many crores of amount to play for his team, Mumbai, but he refuses to play. And says, I will play in RCB until I will make RCB to win the cup, and I won't enter any other IPL teams.
This is about the story of Virat Kohli. Okay, Bhuvan, our student, has explained brief and important information about one of the great international cricket players is none other than Virat Kohli. So I hope that you have understood some important points of Virat Kohli. Okay, shall I ask a few questions on that? Shall I ask?
Yes, sir.
See, whose name is referred in this story by Bhuvan? Someone in the stand up and say loudly.
Virat Kohli.
The story of Virat Kohli. Okay, good, sir. Next question. So, what was the important activities or the rituals of Virat Kohli? Why he did not attend that important rituals of his father? Come on. Why Virat Kohli could not attend the final rituals of his father? Yes, Manisha, who will answer for the question? Nandita, stand up and answer loudly.
Because on that day the match was held.
Because on that day the match was held. That is why he could not attend the rituals or final rituals of his father when he was died. Got it now? Good, sit down. See, in this story of Virat Kohli, what lesson we will learn at the end of the story? What lesson we will learn in this story? Come on. Or what message this small story convey us? See, many of the rituals he could not attend when his father was died, because on that day he had to play for the country. Got it now? That is why he could not attend the final rituals of his father. See, what message does this story convey us? ಯಾವ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಯಾವ ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ಈ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಹಾ,
So this story tells the message that not to leave the profession at any time.
yes, we should not leave the profession at any cost of the time. Got it now? At any crucial time would come, we should not leave the spot. That is what our Virat Kohli did. See, he showed the great patriotism. Even his father was on the deathbed. Got it now? That is the greatness of one of the greatest cricket players of our country. Got it? Sit down, Samanata. Thank you for giving your wonderful answer. And go on, you also. You have explained a brief introductory story about Virat Kohli. Thank you, Manal. Thank you. See, as we have discussed till now about the brief introductory story of Virat Kohli, and many questions have been answered by your side. Yes, student, why I told this story? Because today we are going to learn the same story of one of the great international cricket player. He is none other than Kapil Dev. In the lesson, My Beginning. Let us start the lesson, My Beginning. This is the My Kapil. This story we will learn about complete information of Kapil Dev, how he became greatest international cricket player, and what was his initial ambitions, how he became great international cricket player, and also we will come to know that at the end of the lesson, a common man can also become a great person in their life. Got it now? So let us start the lesson. Page number 46. My Beginnings, written by Kapil Dev. Come to the first paragraph. Looking back at my life, I have come to the conclusion that our beginnings never know our ends. For me, it all started in Chandigarh, a small town nestling in the foothills of the Himalayas. I was born on a cold winter morning. My mother, who is a simple woman, could not read the time, but she knew it was early in the morning. The date, 6th January 1959, was thankfully recorded because a cousin of mine was born on the same day, around the same time, and with the same name. I grew up among 6 other brothers and sisters, all older than me, except one sister who was a year younger. Dear students, put your finger where I read. After my reading, you will have some questions regarding new words and their meaning. What is that? Come to the second paragraph. My mother always regals me with the tales of my naughty behavior. She claims she never managed to control me, but I do admit that right from the very beginning I found it hard to sit still. I was very curious and it was my ambition to travel around the world and drive a Mercedes Benz. God has been kind to me and both my wishes have been fulfilled. But at that time, 25 years ago, these dreams seemed like castles in the air. Now we will stop here. So as I told earlier, did you find any new words in this paragraph? Did you find? Yes. What difficult words did you find here? Come on, anyone? Shut up.
Castles in the
Castles,
in the
castles in there. What does it mean? New words. Castles. causes in the air. Somebody, what is meant by causes in the air?
The plants or hopes that you have are unlikely ever to become real.
Yes. In a simplest way, how can we say that? Causes in the air. See, now who is speaking in this lesson? Kapil Dev. Kapil Dev is speaking in this lesson and he is explaining everything to us about his own life history. So he has taken this from his autobiography. What is the name of autobiography of Kapil Dev?
Straight from the heart. Straight from the heart.
Straight from the heart. Yes. This extract is taken from the autobiography of Kapil Dev. Straight from the heart. Can anyone of you tell what is the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi? Yes.
Wings of fire.
With
Of fire.
don't confuse Goan. What is the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi? Yes, Samantha. My experiment with the truth. What we call in Kannada, Nanna Satyaveshane. Wings of Fire is the autobiography of APJ Abdul Kalam. Then Discovery of India. Whose autobiography is it? The first Prime Minister of India. Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru wrote his own autobiography. That is, yes, Discovery of India. So in this way, many philosophers, many great achievers have created their own autobiography. So what is the autobiography of Sri Tarunapadu Jagadguru, Sri Shivakumara Shivacharya Mahaswami? Yes?
Atma Nivedana.
Atma Nivedana. Good. Atma Nivedana is the autobiography of Sri Shivakumara Shivacharya Mahaswami of Tarunapadu Jagadguru. See, my dear student, we have to come to know all these things about our body because we are studying under the government. Got it now? Yes, now this small extract is taken from the autobiography of Kapil Dev, that is straight from the heart. In this lesson, see, we have found many difficult words. As Samantha says, causes in the air. What does it mean? Now he is explaining everything. Now Kapil Dev has achieved everything. But these achievements were before 25 years ago were like castles in the air. That means the dreams which were flowing in the air. What it done? So it shows that the proper stability was not there. What it done? Proper stability was not there for his dreams. But now he got complete stability for his own aims. Now he has achieved all things. What were his aims? He wanted to travel throughout the world. And then he wanted to drive Mercedes Benz. Both dreams were fulfilled now. But 25 years ago, these were castles in the air. These were the only considered as dreams in the air. Got it now? We can write like that. Dreams in the air. Then and another word. What?
Regals.
Regals. What does it mean, regals?
To entertain someone by telling them about something. Entertain someone by telling them about something. Someone by telling.
Someone
By telling
them
about something.
Telling
Them about something.
them about
Something.
something. Yes, who were recalling to Kapil Dev?
His
By telling some interesting story, because Kapil Dev was very hyperactive student. His mother was always failing to control him. That is why Kapil Dev's mother used to say some interesting story to Kapil to control his naughty behavior. What it done? Yes, because. Then Sanjana, you? Nestle. What does it mean? Nestle.
To be surrounded by something, especially in such countryside.
Yes. To be. This from surrounding.
To be surrounded
Hmm.
by something,
Surrounded
by
by
something,
something,
especially
especially
hills or
of hills,
or
especially hills. Got it now? Snowy. You can also say that snowy mountain, surrounded by snowy mountain. Got it? So in this way, here also some new words as I made here. Dear student, what does it mean? What is that? Ambition. What is meant by ambition? Boys are not here, I think so. Nobody is raising their hands. Currently, what is meant by ambition? Pritham, Shadow, what is meant by ambition? Strong desire. Strong desire. Yeah, to achieve something. See, may I know your ambition? May I know your ambition? He doesn't know. He doesn't understand the question. I think question. May I know your ambition? You want to become not engineer, engineer. You want to become engineer. That is the ambition. But the ambition is nothing but goal, strong desire to achieve something. Got it now? Yes, sir. In this way, Kapil Dev had a great ambition when he was like you. Dear student, in the initial days of his life, he wanted to become a great, not cricketer, but football player. That was his ambition. That is why, for the first line of the first paragraph of the lesson, he says that, yes, he says that when he turns towards his life, then he comes to know that his beginnings never justify his end of the life. Got it now? So that is why, my dear student, we don't know what we will become in our future. Got it now? Now we have intended to become something else, but in the future days or the final days, you will become someone else. Got it now? That is the life. See what God has written on our forehead, that will be our destination. Got it now? Let us see. I hope that you have noted out all these new difficult words from the text. So let us go to the expression part. Looking back at my life. So who is the speaker of this lesson? Kapil Dev. Kapil Dev is the speaker of this lesson. He speaks his own experiences from his own autobiography, that is straight from the heart. What is meant by autobiography?
Writing about his life.
Yes.
Writing
Autobiography means what?
about his own life.
To write.
About his own life.
Right?
About
About
his own life.
his or her
Own life.
own life. That is called autobiography. Autobiography of Kapil Dev is
Straight from the
straight from the heart. Then like that, autobiography of Kalam,
wings of fire.
wings of fire. What is that? Just like that, Mahatma Gandhi's autobiography.
My experience
My experiments with truth. In this way, many philosophers, many great achievers have created their own autobiography. But now, see here, from his autobiography, this my beginning question from Kapil Dev is extracted. The very first line suggests that, my dear student, see, some people say that we should have a great aim in our early lives. Got it done? We should have a great aim in our early lives. But this statement will not be real in the life of Kapil Dev, because he says that looking back at my life, I have come to the conclusion that our beginning never know our end. See, initially, when we are studying in the high school level, it is quite common to make a own plan what we will become in our future. But Kapil Dev was also did the same thing. But in his future days, the plan will not be real for his life. That is what he experiencing here. When he was looking back his life, he come to the conclusion that his beginnings would never help him to become a great person in his life. Because, as I told you, initially he was a great football player. But now he is great cricket player, and also he became the cricket team captain of Indian cricket team. He was also the captain who brought he brought first World Cup for India in 1983. In the year 1983, we got a World Cup. In that time, he was the captain of Indian cricket team. Got it? So we should feel very proud about that, because it was the first World Cup that we got. Got it? Yes. For me, it all started in Chandigarh. So Chandigarh was his native place. That was the only place where he took birth. Got it? A small town nestling in the foothills of the Himalayas. This Chandigarh was a small town which was the footstep of Himalaya mountains. Got it? It was the under the footsteps of Himalaya mountain. I was born on the cold winter morning. Yes, he was born one day morning. It was cold winter. It shows that he was born in this season of winter season. So in winter season, it is always quite cold. Got it now? I was born on cold winter morning. Yes, he was born in the morning. My mother, who is a simple woman, Kapil Dev's mother was a very simple woman. So what is the opposite of the word woman? Man. Man. What is that? Man. Man. So what is the plural form of woman? Yes. Woman. Men. Men. Like that? Men. Man. Got it? Man. Men. Singular. Plural. She was a very simple woman, and she was not fully educated. Got it? Could not read the time, but she knew it was early in the morning. Since she was illiterate, she was not able to read properly as we read. Got it? That is why generally she could remember that it was early in the morning when Kapil Dev took birth. The day 6th January 1959. When was Kapil Dev born?
6th January 1959.
6th January
1959.
1959. Who born?
Kapil Dev.
Where?
Chandigarh.
Was thankfully recorded because a cousin of mine was born on the same day. Since Kapil Dev's mother was little illiterate, she could not remember what was the right date and year. But it was thankfully recorded that because one of Kapil's relatives, cousin brother, was also born on the same day, the same year, with the same name. That is why it was thankfully recorded that Kapil Dev was born on. Yes, it was thankfully recorded that He was born on 6th January 1959. Then, with the same name. I grew up among 6 other brothers and sisters. See, he grew up among 6 other brothers of Kapil Dev. He had 6 brothers and 1 sister who was 1 year younger than Kapil Dev. So, how many children there? Totally? 7 children to their parents. Got it? Then, all older than me. See, everybody is older or bigger than Kapil Dev, but only 1 sister is younger than Kapil Dev. Got it? So, what is the opposite of the word older?
Younger.
Younger. It is there in the text. You can underline with the pencil. Older, younger are the opposites. Sanjana, what are you doing there? Underline with your pencil. Everything is recorded there. My mother. So here some, let me show after that. My mother always regards. What is mean by regards? Regards that to any time someone is saying something. What is that? See here, my mother. Whose mother is referring here? Kapil Dev's mother is always say something. Regards. Say something to Kapil Dev to make him to sit in a particular place because he was very naughty boy and he never ever wanted to sit in a particular place. That's why she wanted to hold him in a particular place. So she used to say a number of stories, different attractive stories, interesting stories. What now? Then she claims she never managed to control me. She always used to say that she never ever wanted to manage Kapil Dev because he was very naughty boy. He had naughty behavior. He always never ever wanted to sit in a particular place. He always having the character of moving from one place to other places. That is why his mother used to say some interesting story to Kapil Dev to hold him in a particular place. Come in, get in. But I do not admit that right from the very beginning I found it hard to sit still. See, Kapil Dev himself now is telling that it was not only difficult to Kapil's mother, but also it was very difficult to Kapil himself also, because he was not able to sit in a particular place. It shows that, my dear student, as being a human being, we should always be moving from one place to another. So that says that a great lesson, we should not be stagnant in a particular place. We should always busy in any works. Then only we will become great person. As one of the poems that we had heard in the standard, what is that? Little bee. See, it seems to be a small insect. Bee, but carries a huge life message towards the life. Just like that, we should always be busy, like a little busy. Got it now? That's why a proverb is there. What is that? Can anyone of you remember? Yes, someone want to say?
If we want to shine like a sun, first we have to burn like a sun.
Yes, if we want to shine like a sun, we have to burn like a sun. Good, Samarvita, but that is not. Now, what I am going to go right now, we should not leave our mind empty. Empty mind is if we leave our mind empty, then some mischief works will come and make an inhabitant in our mind. Got it now? That is why we should always make our mind to do some creative works. What do you say? Yes, like that. So that's why Kapil Dev says that. He was also hating that he had always naughty behavior. He wanted to do something in his life. And even it was also difficult to Kapil Dev to sit in a particular place for a long time. So that it shows that he should always involve himself in any other works. I was very curious and it was very ambition to travel around the world. Dear student, everybody is having their own aim. So you also your own aim. You also, I am also having my own. Just like that, Kapil also had his own aims, ambitions in his life. So what was that ambition? He says in this word, I was very curious and it was my ambition also to travel around the world. See, Kapil Dev's had two ambitions. One was he wanted to travel around the world. It is the one. And the second ambition was he wanted to ride the Mercedes Benz. He wanted to drive the Mercedes Benz. These two were the two ambitions of Kapil Dev when he was like you. Now Nandita will say that what is her ambition now? You want to become doctor? Good. You sit down. Karnataka will say that what is his goal in his life? You want to join to the Indian Army. Very good. All the very best. So your physics, your physics proves that you will become great soldiers in your future. All the very best. Sit down. So just like that, we should have our own name now. That's why a proverb is there in Kannada. ಬೆಳೆಯುವ ಸರಿ ನಾವೇನು ಇವತ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದು ನಾವು ಭವಿಷ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅದು ಸತ್ಯ ಆಗಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ಸತ್ಯದ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ it became little wrong. Got it now? Yes. He wanted to ride or drive a Mercedes Benz. God has been kind to me. Both my wishes have been fulfilled. Really, Kapil Dev was very grateful to the God because God was very kindful to his life. Both his dreams came to the truth. He traveled. Now he traveled all over the world to get it. And then he got number of prizes. He got many cars as a prize, as honor. One among them must be Kapil Dev. Got it now? So in this way, he fulfilled his two dreams, what he had in his early life. Got it? Then, but at the time, 25 years ago, now Kapil Dev has reached everything now. But these two aims, ambitions, what he had in his early life, these considered as the biggest hills in his life. Got it? 25 years ago, he was talking about. These two aims were very difficult, and these described by himself as cancers in the aim. These were nothing but the dream in the aim. But God has kind to him. Both dreams were fulfilled now. This is about the brief introduction about Kapil Dev. Dear student, here are some grammatical aspects like homophones. Now I have listed here some homophones. See here, right. What is this? Right. The other pair of the word of right homophone is right. What is that? R-I, G-H-T and W-R-I-T. Got it? Then the second homophone, what is that? B. One more pair of this one. D. Got it now? Yes. Next. One. Got it? One. Good. Got it then? The pair of this one is one. These are the homophone. What does it mean by homophone? One. Only one is there.
Sir, the pronunciation, the words which pronounce same,
Alike.
the words which spell alike and which spelling is different and meaning also different.
Good. Homophones are the words which pronounce alike but different in spelling and meaning. Yes. Now here are some. O-R. Got it? O-R. R. Then the another pair. A-R-E. Auxiliary verb. Got it? Like that. Then two. Preposition.
TW.
The right pair. T-W. Got it? Then four. The right pair. F-O-R. Got it now? Like that. Yes, ear.
H-E-R.
Got it now? Y-E-A-R. Is the name. Then, new. K-N-U, K-N-E-W, new. The first form of no. The right way? Okay, now? Yes, thank you. I. The right way? E-Y-E. One of the organs of the human being, human body. Got it now? Yes. Then, no. K-N-O-W, no. Got it? No. We don't have it. Got it now? Like that. Yes, these are the some pairs of chromosomes. Got it? See, see now, till now we have discussed few paragraphs. That means 2 paragraphs of the lesson. My beginnings. In these 2 paragraphs, we would be able to learn few things about the topic. Got it? I hope that you have understood very well.
Yes, sir.
Shall I? But no reply from your side.
Yes, sir.
I hope that you have understood very well.
Yes, sir.
Dear student, let me have a small student activity regarding this 2 paragraph. That activity will be named as interview activity. See, 2 students will appear on the stage. 1 student will take interview to the great cricketer Kapil Dev. 1 student will be Kapil Dev in the interview. So, while they will take interview, you people listen their interview properly. After the completion of the interview, you may ask few questions regarding the concept. Got it now? So let us welcome 2 students. One, Samarvita, who will be enacted as Kapil Dev, and one more, Shreya KP, who will be interviewer in this program. So let them welcome with a great applause. Please welcome on the stage. Yes, welcome them.
Good morning to everyone. Welcome back to the Weekend with Tadabadu. In last episode, the guest was one of the greatest scientists, Sir C.V. Raman. In today's episode, I am happily welcoming greatest cricketer, Mr. Kapil Dev. Welcome, Mr. Kapil Dev. Hi, Mr. Kapil Dev.
Speak loudly. Share. Hey. Camera function.
Welcome to this show. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I am also fine. I have 3 questions about your lives. Can I ask you?
Yes, of course you can.
When was you born?
I was born on 6th January.
When was you born?
I was born on 6th January 1959.
Audience, loudly.
Where were you born?
I was born on Chandigarh, a small town and listening in the foothills of the Himalayas.
May I know your parents' name?
Yes, my father name is Ramlal Nikunj and my mother name is Rajkumari Lajwani.
What conclusion you have looking back at your life?
Yes, looking back at my life, I have come to the conclusion that our beginnings never know our ends.
What is your favorite dish?
Yes, I like most South Indian dishes.
What is your name of autobiography?
Yes, my autobiography is straight from the heart.
Audience, so clear.
Among how many brothers and sisters are you grew up?
Yes, I grew up among the other 6 brothers and sisters.
What is your ambition you have in childhood?
Yes, it was my ambition to travel around the world and drive a Mercedes Benz.
How you left these dreams in 25 years ago?
I felt these dreams like castles in the air 25 years ago.
Does your mother divorce you?
Yes, always my mother recalls the tales of my naughty behavior.
Explain how was the time you was born.
I was born on a cold winter morning. My mother could not read the time, but she knew that it was early in the morning.
Totally, how many sisters and brothers you have?
I have total 6 brothers and sisters. My parents had 7 children, including me.
Is your birthday a special day for you? Explain why.
Yes, my birthday is so special and thankfully recorded for me because a cousin of mine was born on the same day, say around the same time and with the same name.
Thank you, Mr. Kapil, for being us. You have shared few experiences about us. Today's episode was ended. In another episode, we are next guest. Introduce next guest.
Dear student, till now our student have enacted one activity, that is interview activity. Two students came on dais and one of them took interview to Kapil Dev, and it was very memorable. And our student have got complete idea about the information about Kapil Dev. I hope you have understood very well about Kapil Dev. Okay, now till now we have discussed about Kapil Dev in the lesson My Beginning. Today's homework are, take note of the questions. See, here are some questions in the share your responses. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 questions will be given in the box of share your responses. So you need to answer for these 4 questions. You should come with the homework tomorrow. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my dear student. Thank you for being with me for learning about the Kapil Dev in the lesson. My Beginning. Remaining things will be discussed in the next class. Until then, happy learning. Thank you.